Hey everyone, what is the crack? How are you all getting on tonight? I know it's a bit late in the evening. This is the only time I get to do laps. Just got a notification to say that I'm live. Hey everyone. So this is basically, I haven't done any laps in this car yet. It's the same track as we did last night, and it's mixed multiclass tomorrow night. So I'm going to be just doing my first laps. So we're going to be kind of tweaking the setup as we go along and stuff like that. I've had some people message me and say that they're interested to see how I actually prepare for a race and stuff. One of the first things I do is just go out and set a conservative lap so that I get my my delta, which is basically just you set a base lap and then you can see on subsequent laps if you're up on that time, down on that time, whatever. So yeah, let's give it a shot. I'm not going to use any curves or anything like that. I'm just going to get a feel for the car and just yeah, see how it all goes. How are you all doing tonight? Are you in Ireland or are you abroad? Are you in the same time zone? I know it's late in the evening. Tend to get mainly people from the States and that watch when I stream late in the evening like this, because it's approaching midnight here. Who's watching? Where are you? I see some people on the stream there. Give a shout in the comments, say where you are. I can already feel that I need a good few setup changes. Let's just do a couple of laps. The reason for the title of this video is basically we need to do 10 valid laps on the server, otherwise we can't even get into the race on race night. So that pretty much means that everybody who races is invested. They've done practice laps and they just don't want to mess it up. Oh jeez, don't want to hit that wall. Definitely need some better aero settings. So yeah, they're all invested, and that means that when we're going into corners or even there, like you saw, I know Sebring, I know this track, but imagine if that was the first lap of the race. I'd absolutely waste everybody's time if I hit the wall like that. Somebody send a chat message there, just make sure the chat is working. If I don't get a message in the next couple of minutes, I'll go and figure out if the chat is actually working or not. I think I'm on charging mode. No, I'm on low aggressive mode. So the curve system, the energy deployment. Hey Marty, how's the crack? I left the stream on earlier, but I wasn't able to watch much more of it. How did you get on in your 9:15 race? I saw some of the comments. I thought it was maybe some. Hey Dylan, how's the crack? You had some netcode issues, was it, Marty? I don't know if I'm looking forward to netcode. T1 wipeout. Oh man. What a dose. So yeah, I was just explaining to the people watching, a good few people have joined now, that I'm just doing my valid laps. Bad night at the office, yeah. That sucks, man. Definitely need this thing to be slightly more pointy. I'm on the medium tires right now, but you can see in the bottom right they're not even getting warm. Now I might need to just drive the shit out of this thing, but at least the bumps aren't as aggressive as they were in the F3. Oh man, it did not want to turn there. Yet to register a valid lap. Let's do a valid lap on our next one, just to make sure that we can actually set a baseline. Because it's once you do set that baseline, you can see on the screen, you can see on this little, I guess, extra app that I have running, you'll be able to see what my actual if I'm up on the last lap, or t-shirt matches my paint. Oh yeah, didn't even see that. And you know what? It's funny because I work with Dell, and this is a Dell Technologies livery that David Rosbrook, one of the guys who races with us, did. And this t-shirt is a Dell t-shirt as well, but it's not a Dell color by any means. So hey Damien, what's the crack? Load of Irish on tonight. Why aren't you guys in bed? Are you as sad as me? Did you have to play computer games at close to midnight? Oh man, this thing won't turn in at all. Really have to do something. So this is basically my setup from Brands, because I liked the setup at Brands. As far as I remember, I did okay in last week's race as well. So she's away. Nice. Hey Robert, what's the crack? Oh lads, I can't take that corner. Let's do an actual valid lap, so I'm not going to push it here, just going to take it nice and handy. That bump is aggressive when you go slower. If you go fast enough, you don't actually feel it. Struggling with this corner. With this car, the visibility is so poor out of it. I refuse to change the views though. Like I could go into this view, you see more. But I mean, realistically, this is kind of what you see when you're sitting there. Damien, hop on the server, man. Playing GT Online. How's that going, Robert? That's one game that I just never got into. Not by. I didn't try to get into GTA. I played the game alright. I finished the original game back on PS3. But yeah, John, hop on, man. You finished with college for the day? Not paying attention. The lap is still valid. It's not a blinder by any means. Whoa. So John is in the States. The rest of us are all in Ireland, and it's 10 to midnight here. We're all just saddos who like computer games. It's not a game, it's a simulator. That's a better line. No classes today, Tuesday and Thursday. Nice. So that puts me in 5th out of 17, which probably means that only 4 other LMP1 cars have actually done laps. Now you can see the little delta timer. You see it's 0.01 seconds. You can see it on the screen. So that gives you a good indication of whether you're going quicker or slower or whatever. So you see I'm a good second up there. Can you guys all see that okay, the delta timer? Just above the steering wheel, the green text. Yeah, the visibility is so poor out of this car. Helping people make money. Sounds like something you should get paid for. Can you help me make money? Can you help me make real life money? So my tyres still aren't heating up. I wonder, should I actually try the softs? See, last week, I don't know, should I try the softs because someone just joined there, or someone is joining. I don't know, should I try the softs because the grip seems pretty okay. My tyre pressures are almost okay as well. So I might just go with it because my race on last Thursday was quite successful because I didn't actually pit. I ended up doing a personal best 149, still 5th out of 7. in a while when I really start trying, like my gearing is still wrong and all that kind of stuff. But in a while when I start trying for a decent lap, I'll show you guys what the actual, what the laps are that I'm trying to compete against. Because I really need to get close to their time, otherwise there's no point in competing tomorrow. Damien McMullen joined, so Damien is in the 911. Damien was just commenting on the chat there. And John Daniels might be hopping on as well. New subscriber, Shockrazor. Oh, his follower on Twitch. Welcome along, Shockrazor. Drop a comment in the chat. Tell us where in the world you are, Shockrazor, if you're watching the stream right now. Might be oh. Lost a lot. There's always a point to racing. Well, there is a point to racing, of course. But with because there are only like, you know what, 7 or 8 LMP cars that are gonna be showing up. So I want to be competitive. I'll be starting at the back of those, but I want to make up as many places as possible. It's almost like my cars isn't deploying a lot. I'm just going to change it to high aggressive. It was on low aggressive, which is usually fine, but it wasn't really deploying. Cars is like the battery power. Hey, Top Hat Tim, are you coming in to do your laps as well? We should all do laps. Laps. Yellow flag, that'll be Damien. Because he's the only car on the server. Damien, get off the grass, buddy. Whoa! That's karma. That is karma. Worth noting that I'm on full fuel as well. So I'm on race fuel, which will make the car quite a lot heavier and makes it hard to try and compete with the boys who are really fast. But if I can get a P4 time with and I stacked it in the wall earlier, so my front aero is all messed up. Switching to the high aggressive has made a difference, alright. Oh, I can just feel the car is so much quicker. I'm going to just go back to the pits, repair the car. I'm going to drop my gearing slightly, so it was 317 top speed. I'm going to drop it down as low as it will go. My tires, can't remember what I needed to change there. I'll leave my spoilers as they are. They don't feel too bad. Actually, I might lower the rear slightly. Oh man, I hear my baby crying. Hope my wife's alright. Loving the stream, best of luck. Cheers, Anthony. No man, I'm Top Hat Tim. I'm only doing my laps. Like it's up to me to make the space, and the RSRs are definitely slower than the hybrids. But we need to share a track tomorrow night as well, so it's good experience in lots of ways. Right, here we go. Let's get comfy in the car and let's start setting some times. I need to find my brake markers as well. So you guys can't see, I've got two screens either side of my main screen, so you guys can see my main screen. So if you see me looking left and right, it's usually me just looking in the mirrors. There's Tim joining as Top Hat Tim. So all the while I'm not using the manual deploy. Oh, that's why it's okay. So the little red bar that you see on my Kers bar, so there's a Kers bar here, the little red bar shows how much Kers I have left in a lap. So when I go over to start finish, just up here under this bridge, just here actually, you see that red bar goes back up to the top. But once the red bar is, once the red bar depletes all the way to the bottom, then I can't use any more Kers. So we really don't. We want to have some bit of allowance left. Oh man. We want to have some bit of allowance left when we let's let the 911 pass us. They sound so good. Listen to this sound. I'm just gonna go behind Tim here for a while. Hopefully you guys can hear that. I nearly took him out there. Listen to that, like. Makes this thing sound like a Dyson. How good is that? I'm just gonna stay behind him for a sec. I don't know about you guys, but I like that makes me smile, that sound. Sounds horrible. Oh, I think it sounds amazing. It's such an aggressive note. Sounds better than this hybrid yoke. So you can see here on the little bar as well that I need more pressure in my front tires. My fronts, I just need to up them by at least one. Alright, let's do this now. Let's try and set a PB. Reminds you of Formula 1. Yeah, it's a really high-pitched note. Really need to find my braking and turning points. Should easily be able to get a. It should be easy to get a PB here. Oh man, sometimes it just doesn't turn in. I'm gonna have to change my camber settings as well. Camber has a massive effect on turn in, so we'll do that on one of the next laps. I use an app called Camber Extravaganza. You might have seen me use it before when I do a session like this. Oh, my brakes seem to be locking up quite a bit as well. But that could be because my tires aren't heating up. So I almost wonder, could I switch to softs? And would I maybe be able to make softs last for 50 minutes? So after switching to low aggressive, you can see the red bar is in the middle. This is the last corner coming up. So that's not bad. That will allow me to. How cold is it in Plato Land? I'm not even offended. It is 9 degrees outside, 9 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in fake temperature. 147.8. That puts me still P5. Whoa, that was a big kick at the force feedback. Don't know what happened there. Really need to get those lines right. You can't see with those big massive wheel arches. Again, I'm not using any manual Kers deploy, and I am on full race fuel. I like to practice on full race fuel. I find that if you don't, you kind of set your car up to be light, and then when you dump it full of fuel, it just has completely different characteristics. Damien just set a PB. It's like -6, -7 there. Middle of frozen nowhere. Yeah, we have ice kind of a lot of mornings these days. But yeah, nothing too crazy. Watch my delta if I manually deploy cars here. Check that out. See what a difference it makes. So that's me at the top of 7th. Wonder should I increase my gearing slightly. .8. Still P5. So if that's a 146, I'd say that really quick guys are doing 141s maybe. Just wouldn't surprise me. Ah, yeah. So I'll pull into the pits in a minute. And we'll be able to see exactly where I sit on the leaderboard right now. I'm P5, but I wouldn't be surprised if I'm slowest of all the LMP1 cars. This is an LMP1 car. Ugh. It's an all Porsche affair, even though it's multi-class. It's 911s versus Porsche 919s. That's a good line. And my Delta likes that. I'm toying with getting a better, or hooking up my camera that I use for my reviews, hooking that up from my streams, so that you guys get just a better image of me. Deploy some manual cars here. Oh, it's bumpy. It just adds a little bit of a nicer look to the stream. Another 3/10 off. I'm going to go back to the pits. Let's see where we actually stack up. I need to go +1 on both fronts, and I am going to try the slicks. See how they get on. Save. Now let's look where we stack up. So it looks like the 911s are a good 15 seconds slower. Come on, open up. Do it. What's over on this screen? There we go. Remote stats. There we go. Yeah, 141. Wow, that's a quick time. Alright, so I'm on 146s. I have at least 3 seconds to find before I get anywhere close to the others. So obviously the aim is get a P2 time. I think it's doable. I'd say these lads are on soft tires. Let's see if I can drill into his lap here. Don't know if I can do that on here. I know I can do it on the web browser. Where's my web browser? Choose the timings. And sorry, Thursday timings. Come on. Jeez, it's slow. I wonder why it's so slow. Here we go. Alright, let's see. We'll be able to see what tires he's using and stuff. I'm slowest of the hybrids so far. Bit embarrassing. Waiting. Here we go. Slick softs. Yeah, it's gonna have to be slick softs, isn't it? I mean, I've got 7 laps done. Should I just go low fuel? Fuck it. Let's just go low fuel. Give the stream what it wants. 5 laps of fuel in it. And let's knock a couple of seconds off our measly 146. Low fuel light is already on. Damien's out on track, but I'll hopefully pass him out on my outlap now. There we go. So the softs are warm coming out of the gate because we've got tyre warmers in the pit. Whoa! Tyre warmers in the pits. Need to really learn the braking points, or the not the braking points, but the level of grip in these tyres. That back is way too lively. Damien pulled over. Had some great scraps with Damien last night actually in the F3s. It's constantly getting better as well. This is going to be a good lap after. This is only my outlap, but definitely do a 144. I reckon we can get a 144 without any KERS deployment. Moving on low aggressive, and we can manually supplement. That's way better turning. Deploying a little bit here. There's John. Poor lines still. Really need to sort those lines out. And I should use a bit of KERS coming out of that corner. Oh, that's no good. Surprisingly, I'm still up on my best lap. You guys can see the potential. Haha. So John is going to actually set himself the challenge of beating my time. Bring it on, John. I'm a slow burner. Do a lot of shit laps and then all of a sudden it clicks. I need to extend my final drive just a little bit. .144. I'll easily beat it. Ooh, easily beat 143, lads. Surely. Should be good for 142. Oh, not with lines like that, Lawrence. That's still quicker than my previous lap. Oh, come on. Found a second there, like. What are the lads doing? They must be going super slow. Unless they're not trusting the soft tires. luck, we can make this a 142. No. 143. Oh. Puts me in second place though. Beating the lads. Oh, not like that, Lawrence. Oh, I'm just gonna go back to pits. You know, that 141 looks potentially to be in sight. Just gonna extend slightly, so only 8 kilometers an hour in the difference, but might make all the difference. I think, do you know what? I think I'll do soft tires for the race. Tech difficulties from before. What technical difficulties were you having before? CPU issues, was it? Anybody on the stream whose first time it is on the stream? I'd like to hear from you. Oh, wheel difficulties. Oh yeah. That sucks, man. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Just make stupid noises when I make mistakes. Alright, we're gonna get a 142 on our next. The next time we, yeah, on our next lap we're gonna go for a 142. If we can do a 143 with a relatively crummy lap. No inputs from buttons, paddles. Pedals are working. Oh, I've had that before. Plug them before you launch Assetto Corsa. Just plug them both out and back in again. Even your pedals, even though they're working. Alright, here we go. Poor line. Do get away with it. Better line. Oh, bollocks. Had way too much speed there. Right, next lap. There's always one more lap. Next lap, we're gonna smash it. I'm going for that P1 spot, lads. I reckon we can set a P1 time. It's great to, you know, when we are doing this practice, it's great to have targets like that, because it means that, you know, not only do we do our 10 practice laps, but we actually already have a sense of competition before the race, and it just ups the overall standard of all the driving, because it means so much to everybody, you know. Whoa, big curve, big bumps on the right hand side there. Right, here we go. This is going to be a big lap coming up. So this is the last corner, going onto the start finish straight, going nice and wide, so I get a Hey Bernard George. This is, yes, Sebring is a mod. I'm not sure if it is on race department. Just gonna try and do a killer lap here, Bernard, so bear with me. So I am using my manual KERS deploy. Tim just set a P1 time. I'm afraid to go look what it is. Oh, it's a P1 911 time. So it's none of my concern. Come on lads, let's do this. Oh, no cars left. 141.3. That's a P1 time. Yes. All right, let's go back to the pits. Big skids. Let's go back to the pits. Check out what our actual time is, and I can go in here. There we go. P1 on the server. 12 laps registered. The lads have 11 laps, so it makes it nice and comparable. My sector 1 is only a tenth off the fastest, so Chris in P3 has the fastest sector 1, but I have the fastest middle sector, but only by a tenth, and the fastest final sector, which is interesting because I could have used my KERS slightly better, and you can do really cool stuff with this, but you can actually I'll drill into Luca's lap here. It's a little bit slow because there's a lot of data on this server. I don't know if you guys find this interesting. If you guys don't find this interesting, then just tell me. Yeah, cheers John. sorry Bernard, I forgot to respond to you properly. This is a mod of Sebring. This is not the best version of it. Well, I don't know if it is. There are two versions that we've used. Damien, I can only imagine that this track is absolutely shite in the 911. But yeah, on the Assetto Corsa website, so in the download section here that you can see on your screen, we've got the downloads in there. So hey Tommy G 180, how's the crack? Tommy G 180, I know you. Do you have like a similar name on Instagram or something? I'm pretty sure I know you. A bit busy. Yeah, so here we go. Look, we can go in, we can see exactly what Luca was doing, but this is the cool part, right? So we can actually compare my lap to Luca's lap. So this is the kind of telemetry that, you know, really kind of sets simulators apart these days. So we can see that there are certain sections, like this section here, I'm carrying way more speed. So this is the distance, like the track position, so how far along the lap. So like this is braking for turn 1, accelerating after turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. So each one of these dips is effectively a turn. So each time there's a turn, you kind of see, but it's interesting to see that in this section here, he's quicker than me. Now with these cars, because they have the manual KERS deployment, it's probably just where we're using our KERS, and you can see on the start finish straight I ran out of KERS and Luca was actually a lot quicker. So had we been in a race situation with this kind of similar lap time, he would have taken me on that start finish straight most likely. So there's definitely still time on the table. What tires is he on? He's on mediums. He's doing that time on mediums. So that scares me a little bit, because that means, I mean, he's got another second and a half on that anyway. All right, let's go and set a 140. Fuck it, why not? Low fuel. Let's do it. You know the pain. Oh, it's Tomas. Did you have a 180 before? I automatically, when I see 180, I automatically think 180 SX. Like, Tomas is in. I'm getting my Tomoses mixed up. Be back when you hop on the server. Yeah, hopefully you get your wheel issues sorted, John. Alright, so the next lap is going to be a PB and it's going to be a 140. I'm going to concentrate the shit out of it. I'm not going to do that. What time is it? 20 past 12. Feeling confident enough. Oh yeah, Tomas. Yeah, I'm automatically make that connection. Because you normally comment on Facebook, I think, Tomas. So I see your actual name. All right, here we go. Nice wide line here, so we can get a good approach. Maybe not that wide. All right, give it a bit of curves. It's a bit close to that wall for my liking. Lost a bit of time. I just cannot see that apex on the left. Ah, yeah, prick. Alright, maybe not this lap. Shite. It's so on the edge. A bit of a focus. Because you were in an S2000, right? When we met Tomas. That's a good few years ago now. Alright, next lap is the one, guys. Do you know what? I'm totally gonna try and make the softs last 50 minutes. I'll have a pit strategy just in case if my tires are really upsetting me. Alright, let's do it. Manually deploying cars. Can't get close to that curb. Definitely having camber issues. Whoa! See that understeer? Yeah, this is going nowhere. I need to set my turn on my camber app. Camber extravaganza. There we go, giving away all my trade secrets. So, got this graph on the right hand side. and that shows as you go through a corner. Like a corner like this is perfect. It shows if your camber settings are right. The more green you see on that graph, the better your camber settings are. And you know what? My camber settings aren't actually that bad. They're obviously blue now, but when I go through a corner, I should... No, they're not bad. They're pretty good. Alright, back to the pits to get a fixed car. And now, none of the shitty race excuses. Let's go set a 140. Do it, do it. Yeah, we had some great meetups. That was in Kilkenny. That was mad. Back when I had time to do car meets. Now I got my Sylvia restored only. Jeez, it's almost 2 years ago now. And is it 2 years? Is it 2 years or 1 year? Jeez, I can't even remember. Yeah, 2 years ago, and I've been to I think one car meet, which kind of sucks in ways, but in other ways I'm enjoying my car every day still. So didn't really build it to show it off at cars at like a car show. Just built it to enjoy it. Having 300 horsepower on the way to and from work. It's pretty nice. Ooh. I think my camber is actually pretty okay. Just looking at my camber out there. This lap doesn't count yet anyway because it's an out lap. I've just turned off that because it eats my frames per second. It probably wasn't my wife's birthday because her birthday is on Christmas Eve. Alright, here we go. I can get a half a second in that corner if I just nail the line. Brake too early there. Losing time here because I'm out of cars. Damn you. Used too much of a throughout the lap. Oh, that's too close to the wall as well. So close. Damn. New subscriber, Hugo. Welcome along, Hugo. If you're around and you're watching this stream right now, introduce yourself. Tell us where in the world you are and all that kind of stuff. There's every chance that he's watching another video. Take it easy, Tim. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Best of luck at the race as well, man. Good to get the couple of practice laps in. So, the eagle-eyed amongst you probably see that I'm letting my curves regenerate. You can see that blue bar is filling up. Yeah, it could be Tomas. She scrubs up well. Yeah, because we had a night out in Kilkenny and all, didn't we? As there's so much time to be got, I'm gonna like throw the car into turn one, because I reckon there's the best part of half a second in turn one. So the next time after this corner, it is all go. The lap starts on the last corner of the previous lap. Let's do this. Still just nowhere near the line for those corners. Not getting the grip there. I've got no curves left. Damn it. Ah. Oh. Yes, a 140. Alright. I'm going to do one more lap. Because do you know what? I want to be the first on the server to get a 139. So right now, a 140.74 puts me in P1. So if we look at this here and go back, 140.7, that puts me 1.25 seconds ahead. That last sector, I reckon if I'm a little bit more conservative with my curves, I reckon I can do a 139. Let's do this. 139, here we come. P1 just isn't good enough. Wanna show a statement of intent for tomorrow. I should be in bed as well. A little bit framey right now. Hopefully that'll, because like I didn't do anywhere near as well as I should have done in these first corners. And so much time for me to gain. Like this is going to be absolute madness when we are racing tomorrow night, because there are going to be fast cars, slow cars, not much room to pass here. Well, it's actually not the worst track. Yeah, I reckon a 139 should be possible. And hopefully, yeah, hopefully it'll give a good statement of intent for tomorrow night. And if I can make the softs last, man, people are going to be scratching their head. I have a decent record with making tyres last, but if you start losing time, like if you start losing a second a lap or 2 seconds a lap or whatever, you're as well off pitting. Alright, here we go. Into the last corner. Nice wide line. Cut it back and pin it. Slightly better line. Ah, you prick. Messed up that corner. Save my cars here. I know I'm losing time. Oh, come on. .4. Alright. Archie here. Sebring is awesome. Hey Archie, how's the crack? You should come in and show us how it's done, dude. Well done on your ACC time there like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Was it in the NSX? I was watching that. That was pretty damn cool. You're just getting quicker and quicker. To set a world-class time like that is pretty impressive. As you can tell, like when I'm just gonna let the car cool down a bit here on this lap, but as you can tell, a lot of people who come onto this stream are racers, but it's surprising how many people watch my streams who contact me and they're like, I have no interest in racing, I don't have a setup like this, and they just enjoy watching the streams, which is a little bit mad. When I started out, I wasn't expecting that to be the case, but yeah, apparently people enjoy watching it, so I enjoy doing it. Just want to give a quick shout out to, got 3 new Patreon supporters as well. Got Marty Moore 264. I got Chris Campbell and Sebastian Legat. So delighted to have more people on board. That money's all going to go straight back into the channel. Alright, let's do this now. Oh, you prick. Got away with it. That's the line. Bit too late on the car's deployment. Need to find 4/10. Oh, you prick. No! sucks. Alright. Next lap. It's a hot lap special event. The NSX GT3. Paul Ricard. Yeah, first place, man. That's just insane, like, because that's a shite. Concentrate, Lawrence. Yeah, a worldwide hot lap challenge like that, because all people have to do is one shit hot lap. I know you're a serious racer, and I'm sure the lads who and ladies who are against you are all serious racers as well. But what an amazing accolade. Ah, you prick. Should do better. No, I'm gonna go back to pits on one last session. One last session, then I'm gonna try and smash that 139 to part in an 80 car race grid. Nice. Fourth, Jesus, man. 80 car grid in what, ACC as well? Are you playing mainly ACC at the moment, aren't you? That is an aggressive curb. Gutted I messed that last one up because I nailed that corner. I even did alright down here. So difficult to piece it all together on in a car that's kind of this quick on a track that's this technical. There are a couple of corners on this track as well that just look alike. So even if you do them hundreds of times. Thanks for the willpower. Good man, Damien. You set a decent time as well, didn't you? Mainly ACC, yeah. I've not done much ACC in VR, but yeah, I didn't really like it. I need to drop my front pressures by 1. You know what, that could make a big difference. Alright. Oh, you prick. No, I'm going to drop my front pressures. They're screaming at me. This is the type of discipline that goes into into practicing for race day. Everyone's probably watching the stream. They're like, next track is Algarve. Algarve is a good track. Yeah, man. Oh Jesus! Like Archie, there's no chance of you being stuck behind me these days. You've gotten so much quicker, and I haven't. I've just given myself more distractions. Good races though. I think that was the last time we did GT3. Alright, Damien. Get some beauty sleep and be race ready tomorrow. That already feels better with this pressure. Slightly more front end grip after I drop the tire pressures. Watch now, if I do a 139, I'll be like, I can do a 138. Take it easy, John. Hope you get everything sorted, dude. Would suck not to race. find for streaming, because I used to do like my highlights videos and stuff like that in VR. Tried streaming in VR, it was just nigh on impossible. So I'm back on screens now, got my triples, and I find if you practice on triples, it's pretty drivable on triples, but VR is king. It's just so nice. Alright, let's do this. Fuck you, curb. Damn it. Wonder should I just write off this lap? Go for it next lap, because I lost half a second there. Didn't seem like much. Yeah man, streaming's where it's at now, John. ACC isn't for everybody. Yeah, cheers. Yeah, I haven't raced with Pinchy in a while now. Yeah, it's crazy how the whole YouTube thing is going, and it's at the stage now where people are actually sending products and stuff like that. So I've gotten my first free products. Yeah, Liga's flying. We haven't even been advertising it, and we're still getting really full grids. And it's, you know, Liga serves its purpose because it's really aimed at the recreational kind of amateur drivers, but we still get massive quality. So there's a competitive race no matter what your skill level is. Especially some of the newer boys are just silly fast as well. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do a good lap here. Oh, you prick, curb. Jesus Christ. It's just, when it gets to this day, I mean, I'm already in P1. I shouldn't really be kind of scraping for these times, but I know there's more time in it, and I'd love to be the first on the server to get a 139. I'm sure the others will, especially if they have a day off tomorrow or whatever, if they're planning to do their last minute practice tomorrow. It's nice to see the times on the board, because you know kind of what you have to beat, so you keep trying until you do actually beat that. So if you were just practicing on your own, you might say, oh well, you know, 140 whatever, or 143 is a great lap, so I'm happy enough with that. But when you see other people have done 141s and I've done a 140 now, you know, it kind of does give you that kick up the ass. It shows you that what you're doing right now is just not acceptable. As if you want to really compete, if you have that racing instinct, you need to, I don't know, you need to just try harder, find that time. So here we go. Quick lap coming up. Good exit. You absolute prick. God, pushing so hard through that corner. Nearly out of fuel. I have 2 laps of fuel left, and then I am going to call it a day. So we have to do it on the next 2 laps. We're already P1. Should be happy with that. There's so much more time there, lads. I mean, I would go as far as to say that if I give it enough practice, a 138 is possible. Just have to do the right management. There are a couple of setup tweaks that I could still make, even though it feels pretty okay now. Whoa! Skids. That was aggressive. Had to let the steering wheel go. Tires are still not roasting. Probably warmer than they should be. But that gives me even more confidence that they're not going to wear that hard tomorrow. Alright, here we go. Come on, 139. Damn you, curb. Still gonna go for it. Oh, Jesus. Alright, it's not gonna happen for me tonight, lads. It's alright though. It's not too bad. It's not the end of the world because got our P1 time. Let's go back, have another look at it. Here. Refresh. P1 time. We've done 22 laps. We've got fastest sector in each sector. S1, S2, S3. We're 1.5 seconds ahead of the next fastest. Sure, a 139 is definitely possible. Do I need to do it? I don't know. Cheers to Moss. Thanks a million. I'm just going to show my Patreon followers here. I have to update, have to add Chris Campbell, Sebastian Legat, and Marty Moore 264. I have to add them to the VIP section. So they're actually contributing monthly, which goes a long way towards the running costs of even this streaming. Cost me like $20 a month just to be able to stream to Facebook and stuff like that. So there are a lot of costs involved. So I appreciate the support that people are giving me, and that people are actually enjoying the content, you know, which is really good. It's why we're all doing this, I guess. So thanks a million for watching, everyone, and we'll be back tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Irish time, for qualifying and a 50-minute race in this car, and we're going to be passing out loads and loads of traffic and hopefully a couple of people who are driving the same car. Cheers, Archie. Take it easy, man. Thanks everyone for watching. Still loads of you watching on the stream. If anybody has any questions, feel free to shout. If you want to know anything about my setup or even the way I stream or whatever, feel free to shout, because I recommend it to everybody. Just stream. It's hard to kind of tell Oscar you miss him. I will do. You know, you're not the only person who comes on my stream to say hi to Oscar. Jirka often comes on the screen and he's like, how's Oscar? Tell Oscar I was asking for him. So and as people who aren't in our community, in the Liga Corsa community, I can probably tell it's a pretty tight community, and a lot of people who are even not in it anymore kind of enjoy I guess coming back to it, or being somewhat involved. People don't leave the group chats, and people don't leave the groups on Facebook. People can kind of see what's going on. So anybody else have any questions or anything like that? Anything you want to ask? Any last words of wisdom before tomorrow night's racing? If not, I'm going to leave it at that. Give it 10 more seconds. Let's watch my intro video once. Yeah, I should really go to bed. You're right, Damien. You should go to bed too. You said you were going to bed. Alright guys, thanks a million for watching, and thanks for witnessing me go to P1, which is always the aim but not always the way that we execute it. So Cheers. Chat to you.